hockey fans, the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence here, and it is time to call everyone you know. All of your friends, family, neighbors, whoever's got access to the internet, which is everybody, and tell them to tune in. The winner of this game will be the champion of this weekend's tournament. This is your championship game. This game is between the Potsdam Sandstoners, who are in white. They'll be starting this game going right to left against the Ontario Bay Storm in black, starting off going from left to right. I'm going to take out my AirPods so you can hopefully hear the starting lineups. Or, nah, you know what? I won't. I'll just tell you who it is because this guy's hard to hear. So starting off for Ontario Bay on defense, number 10, Carter Donnelly. Number 11, Colton Gamble. Number 5, Caleb Roberts. Number 8, James Law. Number 15, Cameron Dallin. And in goal, number 31, Aiden, the Eagle, Terry. For Potsdam, number 2, Caden McGarrett. Number 12, Carter, the Cartel Bartel. On offense, number 15, Ja'Cory Johnson. On forward, number 22, Quinn McGarren. And number 77, Lucas Myers. And in goal, number 1, Peyton Burko. Now, let you hear our national anthem. All right, hockey fans, I'm telling you, you're going to want to let more people know to tune in. This game is going to be exceptional. Same refs as last game. which between IHC and Saranac Lake Placid. IHC won that game in overtime, and these officials don't call anything, so this is going to be quite the experience. So we've got James Law lining up to take the face-off against Lucas Meyer. There's the face-off, and Potsdam drives through with that puck. Quinn McGarren fires this into the corner. Back to play, Carter Donnelly sends this around. Potsdam picks up on the other side. Oh, the tip by Ja'Cory Johnson goes just wide. He leaves it. Oh, overskates that puck. Sent around by Law, intended to get to Robert, but never made it to him. Caleb's going to go back into the corner to pick that puck up, getting attacked by Caleb McGarren. Helping out is Ja'Cory Johnson. Donnelly sends this up the board, turned back in from the point by Quinn McGarren. Robert checks him out of the zone. Quinn McGarren, shot fired, glove save. Aiden, the Eagle, Terry, scooping that baby up off the ice. 16 minutes and 20 seconds to go. 40 seconds have expired in this game. Brandon Bernard taking the face off against Stephen Wheeler. Wheeler wins that draw. Puck comes up and out. Connor DeMott going on the far side. Can't get to that puck before Ryan Charlebois, but able to punch through it. Caleb O'Hagan goes down, and DeMott shot fired. Save made by Peyton Burkham. And that puck gets deflected into the netting. We'll have a face-off. Now that Stephen Wheeler's given the puck back to the official. Connor DeMott taking the draw this time against Brandon Bernard. Bernard pulls this back. Stephen Wheeler steps forward, kicks this puck in deep. Puck goes all the way around far side. Ryan Charlebois picks it up, held in at the point by Chase LaSalle. Does not able to get that very far forward. He stops it again, though, and that gets dumped back in. What's that? Oh, is that a 17? Oh, I thought it was 12. My bad. We got to iron his jersey so it's more crisp on the corners. First line back out. Finn Marty taking a face-off for Potsdam. Dalin sends this back to LaSalle. LaSalle over to Donnelly, to Dalin, to Law. Law goes into the trapezoid, trying to find some open ice. What you want to do is get Burkham over there, turning his head left, right. Get him a little dizzy if you can before you get that shot off. Dalin not able to hold that puck in. It comes out, pressed up against the boards, and it pops up over the boards. What? I didn't even see that happen. No, the penalty.
Yeah, I don't either. Oh, yeah, no, they hit him in the back earlier.
Huh.
About 35 seconds ago, man.
Yeah, no, I'm used to these officials not calling anything. I didn't know that they were going to call something. So 35, that's 48, 112. So it is a Potsdam penalty on number 16, Ryan Charlebois. 2-minute minor for interference. Number 16, 2 minutes interference. Time of the minor penalty, 1:12 of the first period. And it's an Ontario Bay power play. Who knew? They got a minute left in the player advantage. Donnelly to LaSalle. LaSalle coughs that puck up. Potsdam with it in their own end. Michael Saber sends this forward. He hits Brandon Bernard on the breakout. Backhand shot, save made. Aiden Terry. Never should have been a shot in the first place. Aiden saving the team there on that one. Here comes Law. Law into the offensive end. Toe drag shot wide right. Rebound goes on the far side. Dalin at the hash mark goes into the corner for that puck. Dalin able to get it away from Michael Saber, sends this to the near corner for us, coming over Connor DeMott. Poking at that puck. Sends this into the corner. Caleb Ramus can't catch up to it, comes all the way around. Held in by Corbin Willis. Gets that to Dalin. Dalin back to Willis. Willis feeds this over to Leduc. Leduc, snapshot low. Save made by Burkham. Leduc again, one more try, goes wide right. Teams return to even strength. Charlevoix on, gets that puck. Dalin gets it and it goes right back to Charlevoix. Here comes Ryan into the offensive end. He gets a little hip check. Puck comes out, center point position, fired by Lucas Myers, and that's off the stick of Aiden Terry. Connor Leduc into the side, over by the hash mark, trying to get that puck away. Dalin trying to help out. Puck comes up, and Potsdam sends this back behind the net. Coming over to play it, Corbin Willis moves this up to Connor DeMott. DeMott sends that through the neutral zone, goes all the way down. Ramus going after it, can't catch that puck before it gets moved up by Potsdam. Sandstoners, Lucas Myers on the near side here, playing with that puck. Gets pushed back, picked up by Caden McGarren. McGarren cuts it across the neutral zone. He's going to cycle back into his own zone to get reset. McGarren trying to attack forward. Almost got tripped by Noah Verkstis. There's a shot taken by Caden McGarren, and Cameron Bassler picks it up off of Aiden Terry's pad. Loose puck, Lucas Myers, and that puck comes out into the neutral zone. Myers with it ahead of him, coming over. Oh, Stephen Wheeler just missed stealing that puck. Myers passes over to his right. Quinn McGarren shot off the post, goes back behind the net. Quinn back there battling for that puck with him. Andrew Gardner trying to get that away. Lucas Myers feeds that. Gardner gets it, can't clear it, and is fired in by Matthew Rockefeller. In the corner, Ja'Cory Johnson. Johnson goes into the near corner, sends this back into the trapezoid. Cameron Bassler over to play it, misses the puck, but gets it the second time. Clears this out into the neutral zone. Stopped there by Ja'Cory Johnson. He fires this into the corner, goes off the corner board, off the back of the net, into the corner for Bassler. Bassler gets checked by Owen Lovely. Turns around, finds the puck, sends it up along the boards. Andrew Gardner trying to get to it, can't get there in time. It's turned back in by Parker Roar. On the near side, at the top of the face-off circle, Stephen Wheeler absorbs a hit as Drew Aiken takes this in, passes it out at the slot. Tommy Niles shot, save made, rebound still there. Now it's grabbed by Connor DeMott. He's able to get that out into the neutral zone. Goes right to the Rockefellers. No, misses. DeMott gets behind the Rockefellers. Loses that puck in the middle as it's taken away by Owen Lovely. Cleared out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Drew Aiken. Goes back into his zone. Fires his puck up for a crisp pass to Tommy Niles. He shoots that in. Saved by Aiden Terry. 11:14 remaining in this opening period. It is 0-0 here at Sandstoner Park, or Pine Street Park. Fakes off one by Potsdam, comes back to Saber. He gets hit by Robert. Sandstoners in the corner, trying to get possession of that puck. Corbin Willis battling. Puck comes up high. Robert falls down and ends up tripping Finn Murray, but these refs don't call that. Puck grabs Sam Martin. Martin sends this up to the point. Pass across, D-to-D pass. Michael Saber plays this off the boards. That got fired in by Sam Martin. Saved by Aiden Terry. In the corner, now back in the trapezoid. Jack Fahey with it. This puck comes up high, and that is still in. Fired in the slot. Coming back to pick that puck up is Law. Dalin moving up. Nope. It got popped out. Nice job by Peyton Burkham. Coming up high for a goaltender. Carter Donnelly passes this puck forward for Caleb Robert. Robert not able to get it. Michael Saber fires this across. Now Drew Aiken with it, tries putting this puck up. Into the neutral zone it goes. Ryan Charlevoix pushes into the offense. Dalin steals it, gets it back to Caleb Robert. Robert tries pushing this forward for either Dalin or Ramus, but Dalin got fallen down. Caden McGarren passes this puck up to Owen Ames. Not Ames, that's Ryan Charlevoix. Can't get a shot off on goal. Puck taken away by Caleb Ramus. Ramus tries passing this across. Blocked by Brandon Bernard. Now it comes out Dalin. Can't get that away from Rockefeller. Caden McGarren back to play this puck. Caden moves it up into the neutral zone. Caden comes in on the blue line over the left side, and Carter Donnelly takes that puck away, sends this around onto the far side. Charlebois there, puts it back into the corner, and slides into Colton Gamble and takes him out. Puck goes down on net, saved by Peyton Burkham. Puck collected by Owen Ames. Ames from his trapezoid. Picks us up to his stick, and Andrew Gardner, wait a minute, yeah, not gonna be able to get to that. Gardner grabs that puck, moves it up, and it's picked up by Caleb Ramis. Ramis, shot fired, save made. Sure wish he passed that to Noah Verkstis, who had an open net. Backhanded in, but that's just me saying, Andrew, I can't even skate. Rockefeller in the corner, trying to play that puck up. Sandstoners take it away, go back behind their own net. Skating up with this puck, Jack Fate, not Jack, it's Brandon Bernard. Bernard, shot, tipped away, and cleared to the side by Connor Leduc. Moves this puck to Donnelly. Donnelly loses that puck as it's popped back in by Lennon Dion, and now out it comes, courtesy of Connor Leduc. Michael Saber for Potsdam puts us back into the trapezoid, swatted at by Leduc, but it just gives it to Lucas Myers. Myers into the ozone shot, save made, rebound. Shot gets blocked, picked up by Noah Verkstis. I think, no, 19, Caleb O'Hagan. 18, 19, I was just one away. Here's Stephen Wheeler. Lucas Myers steals it from him. Puck poked away by Connor Leduc. Wheeler, short pass to Connor DeMott. DeMott over the blue line, shot, save made, Peyton Burkham. .751 to go in the first period. Still scoreless here in Potsdam, New York. Law taking the face-off. Got no hoteling to his right. Myers sends that ahead. Here's Ja'Cory Johnson centering pass, and Aiden Terry with the big save. Oh, the rebound is put in the back of the net. Jack Fahey. Well, he made the initial save. Is that Fahey or is that 22? This is 22. Quinn McGarren with the goal. So Potsdam scores first here in the championship game. Goal scored by number 22, Quinn McGarren. Time of the goal, 9:21 of the first period. Puck passed across to Dalin. Oh, he gets it to Law. Jimmy, shot, save made. Peyton Burkham.
Yeah, he was gonna die.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was. This time you just give back.
Yeah, well, he did that because he knows his mom's not here. He wasn't going to get any sympathy for me if he got hurt. In the slot, and an Obey can't deliver. Cam Dallin picks his puck up. Bottom of circle, centering pass. Now it goes all the way across. Law not able to put that on net. Loose puck, Dallin, not able to keep it in. Comes back to Donnelly. Donnelly feeds this to Law. Law softly puts this over. Hoteling can't catch up to that puck. Gets pushed over to the near side. Law going after it. Drew Aiken trying to get it out. That's on net. Save made. Loose puck picked up by the Sandstoners. Potsdam ices that puck. They almost got the tip at the center line, but they didn't. 6:46 remaining in the first period. Potsdam Sandstoners with a 1-0 lead. Faceoff will be to the right side of Peyton Burkham. Caleb Ramis is going to take the faceoff against, I think it's Jack Fahey. I can't see. Couldn't see the number. Corbin Willis tried putting that forward. It gets turned back. Coming up with that puck, Tommy Niles. Niles shot wide of the net. Comes all the way out into the neutral zone, played by Michael Saber. Saber feeds his D to Caden McGarren. Caden steps up at the center line, dumps that puck in. Scooped away by Sam Newton. Newton and Brandon Bernard go at it behind the net. This gets lifted forward by Noah Verkstis, I think. No, Corbin Willis. Puck passed up. Tommy Niles again. Nope, that's 18. Owen Ames. Ames forced wide by Sam Newton. Sent pass to the center point. Shot, save, rebound, pushed back, picked up by the Sandstoners. Played off the boards for Caden McGarren. Caden, shoot off the leg of Noah Verkstis. Goes to the far boards. Loose puck comes out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Owen Ames. He feeds this to Caden McGarren. McGarren into the O-zone again. Shot deflected by Corbin Willis into the corner. Played by Caden McGarren. McGarren making his move to the goal, and he scores. Caden McGarren. The second goal of the day for Potsdam. So back-to-back goals for Potsdam, and it's time for Ontario Bay to begin to play. Need more shots in the offensive zone, and we got to clear those rebounds out of the defense. Face-off won by Potsdam. Coming back, Stephen Wheeler being a real pest in the Sandstoners tee. I don't know. Caleb O'Hagan with that puck loses it to Lucas Myers. Myers able to send that in, goes to the corner. Connor LeDuc in there with Quinn McGarren out in front. Dominant play. Lucas. Ja'Cory Johnson was wide open in that slot, had a wide open net, and he did not fail. Three unanswered goals by the Potsdam Sandstoners. This one scored by number 15, Ja'Cory Johnson, assisted by number 77, Lucas Myers. Time of the goal, 11:46 of the first period. Ontario Bay wins this faceoff. Puck goes back, and Lucas Myers steals it in the corner, goes down. Caleb Robert, couldn't take that with him. James Law trying to hold that puck in. Lucas Myers takes this into the middle, passes this up to Ja'Cory Johnson. Johnson over the blue line into the O-zone, gets around Connor LeDuc. Backhand shot, save made. LeDuc picks his puck up, bounces this off the boards into the neutral zone. Grabbed there by Matthew Rockefeller, puts it in. LeDuc puts it back out. Robert and Law trying to push this in, and in it goes. But it goes right to Carter Bartel. Bartel takes this behind his net, fires it around up to Ja'Cory Johnson. Johnson moving forward with Quinn McGarren. Johnson into the corner. Quinn stops in front. Now he goes back into the trapezoid. Ja'Cory feeds this across. Connor LeDuc gets that puck, feeds it up for Dan-Dalin out to... Whoa, we got a lost helmet here. Noah Hoteling lost his head. So play immediately stops, and we'll have a face-off at center ice. Noah checking to see if his helmet was broken or just got unsnapped. So he's better Hoteling in to take the face-off against Owen Lovely. Lovely has to chase back that puck, passes it back to the defense. Comes back to him, and it's grabbed by Noah Verkstis. Dumps his puck in, goes all the way around, chasing after it, Caleb O'Hagan, and now it's picked up, though, by the Sandstoners. They cleared this out into the neutral zone. Dylan Van Brocklin passes this over, comes back to Dylan. Dylan getting attacked by Owen Ames. Passes this puck up, makes it into the neutral zone, off the boards. Matthew Rockefeller going back to play, as is Andrew Gardner. Rockefeller feeds this up to Owen Lovely. Lovely, short pass over, and this gets cleared out into the neutral zone. Connor DeMott couldn't keep it. It ping-pongs its way back into the Ontario Bay zone. This pass across, nice play by Dylan Van Brocklin to catch that puck. Here comes DeMott through the neutral zone. DeMott! I don't know if that's a hook or a slash, but no, I don't think so. Almost, though, almost. Owen Ames feeds that across to Tim White. turned over. Here comes Stephen Wheeler. Wheeler loses that puck to Sam Martin, but it's picked up by Carter Donnelly. Donnelly into the ozone. Donnelly's shot gets tipped, goes over the goal, into the glass. And Michael Saber took a dive into the board. Saber gets up, though, plays that puck. He gets checked by Stephen Wheeler, so he punches Stephen in the back of the head, and that's okay. Here comes Stephen, gets that puck over to DeMont, gets ticked away. Colton Gamble trying to keep that in. Puck comes out, and Carter Donnelly's going to play that puck off the boards for Colton. Colton gives it to Wheeler. Wheeler to DeMont, back to Wheeler. Wheeler sends this all the way across for Caleb O'Hagan. O'Hagan sends this behind the net. DeMont goes to the corner to pick it up. DeMont to Wheeler. Wheeler looking for a wraparound in front, and no, save made by Burkham. Puck grabbed by the Sandstoners, held in by Gamble, fires it on net. Save made, and Burkham can't find it, and he covers it up finally.
Still not covered.
1:58 remaining in the first period. Potsdam with a 3-0 lead over Ontario Bay. Got Law, Dallin, and Ramus out there on offense. Newton and Willis on D. Potsdam moving forward. Owen Ames receives that off the board, sends it in deep. Picked up by Dallin. Dallin goes into the trapezoid with the puck. Loses it. Puck's taken away by Brandon Bernard. Dallin still attacking Bernard. Pushes him off the puck, and Ramus grabs this puck, fires it off the far boards. Kellen Durham is going to pick this up in front of his own goal. Passes to Caden McGarren, who gives it back to Kellen. Sends this across, and that gets poked by Ramus, but not enough. Or maybe it was, as Owen Ames is forced back into the corner. Puck is held in at the point by Corbin, but it ricochets off of Caden McGarren right to Ryan Charlebois. Charlebois brings us into the ozone, centering pass, nobody there. Cameron Dallin on the far side plays that puck, absorbs a hit from Ja'Cory Johnson. James Law can't get that puck out, goes back to Cameron. Cameron's going to skate this up, bands on it, and it's taken away by Brandon Bernard. That was an offsides. One minute of play remaining in the third period. Less than 1 minute remaining. Noah Hoteling is going to face off against Lucas Myers. Caleb Roberts going to the locker room. It looks okay, but then the period's about to end. See? So Coach Olson went with Caleb Robert into the locker room. Hopefully Caleb's all right. That gets knocked down in front, over to the far side. Ja'Cory Johnson trying to play that puck, Hoteling, trying to grab it and clear it. Picked up by Noah Vertzis. Now that puck goes behind the Obey goal. That's a trip, but these refs don't call those. Here's Chase LaSalle, passes this up for Andrew Gardner. Gardner dumps this puck in. Carter Bartel goes to play it. Lucas Myers picks this puck up for Potsdam. Myers coming down. 10 seconds to go as he breaks over the blue line. LaSalle, save made by Aiden Terry. Rebound covered up by Aiden the Eagle Terry. 4.8 seconds remaining in this first period. Oh, it's a skate issue for Caleb. Face-off won by Obey, comes into the neutral zone, and that'll do it. At the end of one period of play, it is Potsdam Sandstoners 3, Ontario Bay 0. Second period coming up in 10 minutes. Thank you and a shout out to my sponsors, Two Broke Moms, located on North Jefferson Street in Pulaski, next to the Dollar General, the official merchandise supplier of the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence. Power Play Sports, located on exit 47 off Interstate 81 in Watertown, for all of your hockey sporting good needs. Dupree's Exterior Cleaning. Find them at exteriorcleaning315.com. Top-notch construction and top-notch roofing. Online, Top Notch Roofing CNY Com, serving Oswego County and all points south, east, and west. Glory Construction and Development, for all of your new building and new structure construction needs. If you're going to have it built in his glory, serving Jefferson County and all points north, east, and west. Streamside RV Park and Golf Course. If you want to be greenside, you've got to be Streamside. A beautiful 12-hole course located on Tinker Tavern Road in Pulaski, New York, and Divots Restaurant and Bar in the clubhouse of Streamside RV Park and Golf Course. It's got great food, great drinks, and great friends. Tinker Tavern Road in Pulaski, New York. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, and we'll be back with fresh ice in a few minutes. right, hockey fans, we are back. Noah Hoteling in to take the face-off against Lucas Myers. Saranac Lake Placid leads 3-0, and the second period is underway. SLP won that face-off. They send that puck down too early, though, and that's an icing, much to the chagrin of number 22, Quinn McGarren. Hoteling again for the face-off, goes off the official skate. Out in the slot, shot, save made. Oh, nice reaction by Noah Verges. Great save by Peyton Burkham. Caden McGarren back behind his own net. Caden skating up with this puck. Gets it around Noah Verges. Caden serpentining his way through the neutral zone. Forced in deep. Donnelly gets a piece of that puck. Nobody knows where it is. It coasts its way into the corner. Now back in the trapezoid, puck towards the corner. Colton Gamble picks it up. Gamble passes this up, tried to get it to Hoteling, gets tipped away, and that's going to go on net, and that's going to get covered up by Peyton Burkham. $16:10 to go in the second period. Got Dallin, Robert, and Law out there. So obviously Caleb's skate got repaired. That's a shot right on net. It's still loose. Oh! Well, that whistle got blown prematurely. I heard that's an issue for that referee. The jokes aren't for everybody. Jimmy Law taking the face-off against Brandon Bernard. Puck goes straight against the boards. Law comes away with it. Robert there. Oh, pass. Centering pass gets deflected away by Michael Saber. Dallin at the center line, battling. He gets that puck, dumps it back in deep. Saber going after it, as is Caleb Robert. We're going to have a penalty against Potsdam. And let's see, just a 2-minute minor for cross-checking. So I really hate that they keep doing that to my son. But so it is a Saranac Lake Placid penalty, number 21, Brandon Bernard, 2-minute minor for cross-check. What's that? Oh, yeah, we are late. Potsdam today. Sorry. Potsdam penalty, number 21, Brandon Bernard, 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Number 21, 2 minutes cross-check. Time of the minor penalty, 1:18 of the second period, and it's an Ontario Bay power play, and Ontario Bay turns that puck over in the slot. Puck played by Aiden Terry. He rips it around behind his goal near side. Law puts the check on to free up that puck, and here comes Donnelly with it. Donnelly over the blue line. Shot. I don't know if it missed or if Peyton got a piece of it. The butt check tried to get applied by Caden McGarren, but he missed. Dallin's shot deflected off of McGarren's stick. Goes up into the sky. We'll have a face-off in the zone. It's like Dallin and Law trying to make up a play here. Well, face-off's won by Potsdam, though, so much for that. That puck gets cleared all the way down. Goes into the trapezoid. Picked up by Corbin Willis. Willis passes this puck up for Connor Leduc. Leduc crisscrosses the ice to Connor DeMott, who one touches it to Law, gets it on net, save made. Puck's on the side, gets ripped all the way around. Leduc able to hold it. Connor DeMott, instead of waiting till the very last second of the game, he's going in during the second period. I missed what they called him for.
I don't know, but it got quick reaction, whatever it was.
So, and that puck gets covered up by Aiden Terry. Somehow, my phone switched over to taking a picture. I don't know what that does to the YouTube feed. Hit from behind. I didn't know these referees knew what that was. Shot, glove, save! Aiden Terry. So Law, Dalin, Gamble, and LeDuc out there for Obey. Saber, Bartel. Oh, here comes Dalin. Getting around Bartel. Shot, goal! Cameron Dalin! Where's he been?
Out of the penalty box,
Unassisted, or you give that to his Law? I mean, he took it off the face-off, right?
So I guess it was. Yeah, Law's talking about some extra.
So that is an even strength goal. Ontario Bay, even strength goal scored by number 15, Cameron Dalin, assisted by number 8, James Law. Dalin from Law, 15 from 8. Time of the Ontario Bay Storm goal, 3:02 of the second period. And here's Dalin, flicks this over to Law. Law in the slot to Dalin, and he can't convert. What happened to the quick hands kid? Potsdam coming back out. What a huge opportunity. Almost.
Shoot it. Yeah.
Cycling this around, Ja'Cory Johnson. Johnson gives this to Lucas Myers. Myers to, oh, that's another one stolen by Dalin. But diving back, Caden McGarren. Nice recovery by Caden. Puck makes its way back in with Ja'Cory. Ja'Cory Johnson back behind the net, gets checked. Puck gets sent back into the near corner. Dalin over there. Puck sent across to Lucas Myers. Myers sends this back, and that got tipped by a Sandstoner. Otherwise, it would have been a one-timer in. And that is not icing because Ontario Bay is currently shorthanded for 20 more seconds. Puck gets jumped in by Ja'Cory Johnson, stalled by Aiden Terry. Carter Donnelly rips this down, picked up by Caden McGarren at center ice. And Stephen Wheeler gives McGarren a hug. The referee raised his hand, and then he shrugged his shoulders and put his hand back down. Lucas Myers coming in over the blue line. Lucas loses that puck as he stretches out too far. Everybody falls down like a house of cards. Connor DeMott's like, hey, I got this puck. The teams are even since Connor's on the ice. Goes all the way down into the corner. Ja'Cory Johnson slides in. Ramus with the puck. Oh my goodness, he fans on the pass to a wide open Dylan Van Brocklin. DV almost got a goal there. And this puck gets iced. Peyton Burkham picking that puck up to show the official that he's a nice boy who deserves to have the favor of the referee. Noah Hotep. We have a door issue on the far side. The referee is pointing to his ear and Stephen Wheeler. I think he wants to talk to Stephen. Stephen's a nice boy. He's a good conversationalist. Huh?
He just stares.
Is he wearing an earring? Are his hoops too big? There's some piece of equipment that Stephen Wheeler needs to remedy, I guess, or yeah. And it has to do with his head or his ear. Face-off goes at the Potsdam. Go back at it, and it's a goal! I think so, right? I'm going to say that's his first high school career goal, scored by number 28, Andrew Gardner. Huh?
Their goalie's angry.
I don't know who got the assist. We'll see. They tell us. That puck gets touched into the offensive zone by Noah Verkstis. Verkstis behind the net passes this around to Gardner. Out in front, dances across the paint. Picked up by Chase LaSalle. He sends this in behind the goal. Michael Saber back there to play it. Comes up, held in by Connor LeDuc, but picked up by Potsdam. And here they come across the center line. Potsdam. Brandon Bernard shot. Save. Aiden Terry. Rebound goes up into the netting.
That's awesome. They didn't get sucked in too much.
Just waiting to see who got credited with the assist for Andrew Gardner's first goal.
Where's this? Noah's having himself.
Nice.
He had a goal yesterday.
So it is an Ontario Bay goal scored by number 28, his first of his high school career, Andrew Gardner, assisted by number 18, Noah Verkstis. 28 from 18, Gardner from Verkstis. Time of Andrew Gardner's first career high school goal, 5:11 of the second period. And now the Potsdam leads cut to 1. Caleb Robert plays this puck, feeds it to Jimmy Law. Law sends us out in front. Dallin can't get it, and that was not able to be kept in by Corbin Willis, although he tried everything he could. Puck gets returned. Dallin picks it up. Backhand pass attempted, but Owen Lovely dives on top of it. And Willis shot, Dallin shot, save, rebound, it's still loose, don't blow the whistle. And James Law sends us behind the net for Dallin. Dallin cuts his way back, trying to shake off Caden McGarren, sends it up in front. Caden picks, that's not Caden, that's Owen Lovely, picks that puck up, feeds this to Tommy Niles. This puck gets turned back. We got a delayed penalty against Ontario Bay, and it's gonna be a tripping call on Caleb Robert. It is an Ontario Bay penalty against number 5, Caleb Robert. 2-minute minor for tripping. Number 5, 2 minutes trip. Time of the minor penalty, 6:50 of the second period. And with 10:10 to go, Ontario Bay is on the PK. See how well I'm getting at rhyming? Ramus fires that forward off the faceoff. It goes to Quinn McGarren. He passes over to his brother, Caden. This rebound back to Quinn. Quinn to Caden. Caden back in the middle, and that shot taken by Owen Lovely goes wide on the far side. Lucas Myers feeds us out to Caden McGarren. Caden to Quinn. Quinn fired. I don't know if he's fired. Is this a game they're playing, or are we trying to score a goal here? Caden McGarren over to Lucas Myers. Myers back to Caden. Caden to Quinn. Quinn shot, save made, and that puck is cleared by Connor LeDuc. Peyton Burkham comes out to take a shot. Oh, no, he didn't. Feeds that puck over to Caden McGarren. McGarren holds it for Lucas. Here comes Lucas Myers up on the near side. Lucas over the center line. Connor DeMott back checking. Lucas still with this puck, cycles it back to the center point. Now he drops it off for Quinn McGarren. Quinn out to Lucas. Lucas to Caden. Shot high off the glass. That's going to come around and held in by Lucas, I mean. No, feeds it to Lucas. Shot, save. It was Quinn to Lucas. Now Caden. Caden pushed off that puck by Connor LeDuc, but it's held. No, it's not held in by Lucas Myers. Lucas thought he had it as much as I thought he had it. He dumps that puck back in. 40 seconds to go in the player advantage for Potsdam. Puck passed out to Lucas at the center point. Feeds this over to Quinn, who fans on the 1T. Caden McCarron on the far side will make fun of Quinn at the dinner table tonight for that one, I'm sure. And Connor DeMott clears the zone with 20 seconds left in the penalty kill. Peyton Burkham passes this up to Quinn McCarron. Taken away by Jimmy Law. Shot, and Jimmy Law missed the entire net. Puck dumped in by Ja'Cory Johnson. Goes back behind the goal, far side. Owen Lovely looking to play on it. James Law grabs it, tries clearing it. Held in, though, by Potsdam. Law can't push it out, stays in. Passed over. There's the 1-2 taken, and that's saved. Picked up in the corner by Potsdam. Soft push by Connor Leduc. Passed out in front, gets deflected. Caleb Robert after it. Teams are even. Caleb puts a check on in the trapezoid. Puck is picked up and sent up to the point. Potsdam able to hold it in. They send that puck deep into the corner. Connor Leduc sends this around, and he gets two-hand checked high in the head area. And he returns it. Save made. He ought to send them both. What's that? I know. I just want to say, he's only putting one kid off the ice. Like, everybody can see that. So Potsdam penalty, number 16, Ryan Charlebois, 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Number 16, 2 minutes cross-check. Time of the minor penalty, 9:30 of the second period. And it's an Obey power play. Face-off won by Potsdam. They rip this all the way down. Aiden Terry stalls it back in the trapezoid, going back. Carter Donnelly fires this around for Jimmy Law. Law catches this, pulls this away from Owen Ames. Law moving forward, gets this over the blue line. It gets knocked away. Connor DeMott goes into the corner. Sends this back up to the point for Donnelly. Donnelly over to LaSalle. LaSalle low, and Dalin trying to stuff it in the 5-hole. Save made by Burkham. Nice play by Peyton. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Carter Donnelly is going to cycle this back to get reset. Backhand pass to Dalin. Too soft, though. Allows Caden McCarron to get plenty of time to charge at him and check him. McCarron dumps that puck in. Donnelly going after it with Caden. Sends this over to the corner. Chase LaSalle's going to send it back to Donnelly. Donnelly plays out in front. And Caden McCarron, quick shot, save made. Oh, my goodness. I guess Potsdam's only used to receiving passes from IHC. Yesterday, they scored 4 goals that way. Potsdam at the center line. Brandon Bernard dumps this in. Off the backboard. Sent in deep. Bernard going after it. Gets his centering pass. Comes out in front. DeMott to Dalin. Dalin on the right side. Goes off the stick of Caden McCarron. Dalin puts it on net. Save made. DeMott there trying to stuff it. And Peyton Burkham, like a hungry hippo from the 80s, wearing my Milek pads I used to play street hockey in the 80s, makes the save. 33 seconds remaining in the player advantage for Ontario Bay. 6:02 remaining in the game. 3-2 lead by Potsdam. Caleb Ramus taking a face-off for Ontario Bay. Wins this draw, pulls it back. Dylan Van Broecklyn misses it. Dumps that puck in, though. Picked up by Michael Saber. Stephen Wheeler charging. Saber fires this down. They get touched by Cameron Bassler. Dylan Van Broecklyn goes back and puts a reverse check on Drew Aiken. And takes his time with that puck. Long pass to Robert, to Ramus. Oh, whoa! Is that a goal? Does that count as a goal? He went in. So that's not a goal. Is it okay to trip him from behind like that? Oh, the check from behind. That makes it okay. And the referees help reassemble the hockey arena. Ramus now knows what it feels like to be a puck. Puck clears out of the zone. Leduc puts us back into the Potsdam zone. Teams return to even strength. Michael Saber sends this up along the boards for Ja'Cory Johnson. Comes out into the neutral zone. Ja'Cory can't grab it as he goes by. Comes back and picks it up. Ja'Cory Johnson in the middle, gets by Ramus. Ja'Cory runs into Stephen Wheeler, and Connor Leduc takes that puck and rips it down the length of the ice. Banks it down, no icing, waved off. Michael Saber picks that puck up. Caleb Robert tips it away. Puck picked up by Carter Bartel, and he not able to clear it. Michael Saber sends this up, stopped by Caleb Robert, who puts it back into the trapezoid. Stephen Wheeler going after it, tries checking Owen Lovely. Lovely keeps that puck with him, though. Stopped by Connor Leduc. Caleb Robert trying to pull this into the slot. Backhand gets tipped, goes wide right. Now sent up, and Leduc gets a piece of it, but can't hold it at the blue line. Goes all the way down. Connor Leduc has got Tommy Niles chasing after him. Leduc goes around Niles. Niles goes after the board. Coach Ledoux, yes, I am. It's a big open ice check. Nice grab. Andrew Gardner dumps that puck into the offensive zone. Picked up by Carter. Oh, no, it's not. Bartel did not get it. Caleb O'Hagan passes puck out to LaSalle. LaSalle sends this into the corner. Going after it is Noah Verxis. Verxis along the boards. Puck comes back to Noah. Centering pass goes right to Caden McGarren. Popped out into the neutral zone. Connor Leduc grabs it there. Passes it back to Andrew Gardner. Gardner tried sending it forward. He gets kicked back. Leduc's going to hustle after that puck. Leduc from his trapezoid looking to get reset. 3:45 to go in this second period. Puck intercepted by Potsdam. Verxis tries getting it out. Lucas Myers picks that puck up. Lucas getting around Andrew Gardner. Lucas going into the back. Swatted at by Connor Leduc. Puck comes free. Lucas catches up to it. Passes it across, but his team misses it. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. And Tim White picks it up. Passes it back to Lucas, who passes it to Chase LaSalle, who gives it back to Lucas, who gives it to Drew Aiken. Potsdam advancing. Quinn McGarren loses that puck. Connor Leduc picks it up. Got Quinn on him. Connor passes this up for Andrew Gardner. Gardner guards that puck. James Law over there. Puck pulled away out into the neutral zone by Caden McGarren. Caden cycling in the neutral zone, now into the O-zone. Shot that goes off the stick of Chase LaSalle. And it disappears forever. We'll have a face-off next to Aiden Terry, who's casually hanging out on like he's at a corner post, waiting for like Eva Gabor to show up or something. Now going real old school.
It's like, I don't think he is.
Lucas Myers taking face off against Law. Law punches it forward. Michael Saber keeps it in at the point, fires that, goes wide of the net. Connor DeMott over to pick that puck up, sends it back in deep for Corbin Willis. Willis in the trapezoid. Oh my God, he's just gonna let that happen. He sent his head into the boards. Now the puck comes out into the neutral zone. Willis with it. Sends this around near side. Cameron Dallin. Little pass to James Law. Law, it's a 2-on-1. Law and DeMott. Shot. Save. Oh, it's snagged out of the air by Peyton Burkham. And he stands up and exchanges words with Connor DeMott. Connor, you better be saying nice catch. Move away. What's for dinner? How's that cookie taste? 2:16 remaining in the second period. James Law taking a face-off. Puck kicked forward. Knocked in, though, by Sam Newton. Now picked up Brandon Bernard. Bernard over the blue line, leaves that puck to go over on the side for Potsdam's shot. Gets blocked. DeMott, almost pulled that out. Now it gets out. Caden McGarren picks it up, passes it over to Michael Saber. Just under 2 minutes to go. Pass out, Quinn McGarren loses the puck. Dallin has it. He goes in as Law comes out. Dallin to DeMott. Shot. Save made. Peyton Burkham. Oh, Dan-Dalin trying to give DeMott a little comebacker so that he can put one over Burkham, but Burkham said no. He said, that's the same place I found the last cookie, and I'm gonna hold on to this one too. 1:44 to go in the second period. Noah Hoteling taking the face off against Brandon Bernard. Face off won by Bernard. Caden McGarren puts it against the wall, makes it up to Owen Ames. Ames comes out, tries passing the puck to me. It drops down, though, for Ryan Charlevoix. Charlevoix loses it. Move forward by Verkstis. Owen Ames picks it up in his own zone. Andrew Gardner going to keep him honest. Ames rips this around for Charlevoix. Coming over, Verkstis takes this puck away. Passed across. Nice job, Willis. Shot. Save. Puck in the air. Hoteling sends it to the corner. Why shoot it at the goal? And Willis barely touched that puck when he swung really, really hard at it. There's a shot by Brandon Bernard. Gets deflected. Bernard picks it up. Cycles it around. Nice stick poke by Sam Newton. And that puck goes over to the side. Shot ripped. That goes off the side of the net. Danced on the back. Sam Newton checked into the boards. Ja'Cory Johnson sends this back to the point from the point. Shot low, blocked, and it's returned and comes back out into the neutral zone. Ja'Cory's going to cycle this. Less than a minute to go, 40 seconds, and that's Caden McGarren. Goes in before Potsdam came out. 36 and a half seconds to go in this period, and we're going to have a face-off in the neutral zone. Brandon Bernard taking a face-off against Jimmy Law. The Law won, but the puck goes back to Caden McGarren. He feeds this up to Lucas. Lucas trying to get a shot off. He's got sticks all over. Gets that shot. Punch saved by Aiden Terry. On the far side, picked up by Ja'Cory Johnson. Sends this back. Lucas Myers has this behind the end line. Tries centering it. Comes out. It gets deflected. Goes out to center ice. Michael Saber chasing it down. Connor DeMott keeping him honest. Puck gets passed over to Caden McGarren, and he sends this. Oh, it goes through the holes in the rafters. Lucas Myers. Pass gets blocked by Donnelly. Donnelly rips this all the way around. Caden McGarren. Gonna be the last one to touch this puck. And after 2 periods of play, Potsdam does not score any goals in the second period. Ontario Bay picks up 2. And after 2 periods of play, it is Potsdam 3, Ontario Bay 2. A thrilling period coming up as soon as we get fresh ice. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. They hear everywhere.
I see can't be like.
And then like yesterday when I yelled, Cameron said like some I think
You scared me.
Squared up today. It was the hand pass.
Right, it was a hand pass when I yelled at him. Yeah, Connor Leduc said to Cameron, goes, I think that was your dad. And Cameron goes, if you can hear every word clearly, it was my dad. Yeah. So I don't like it when you don't make calls that can injure a player or when you're stupid. What's that?
I don't have a lot of room for ignorance. It's just those certain ones are like. Especially when he put in front of him and hit him with his own stick and they felt it.
There was nobody within.
There was nobody near.
It was like 2.5, 3 feet before there was anybody else near him.
Like, it wasn't even like a group of people to like hang him.
Right.
It was like a real conscious, like a time we needed it too. It was like a.
Well, it was a great heads-up play by him, and ref just took it away for no reason.
I broke the trend of my family when I was 21. Like they were all like my mom was 17, 18 when I was, I think she was 18 when we actually born. My grandmother, her mom 18, her mom 18. I like broke that trend. I was at my mom's graduation. And we're not Uncle Bert's. It didn't last 45 years. And the guest house.
And is she using her degree?
Huh?
Did she use her degree?
My mom?
Yeah.
She's high school.
Oh,
What is high school?
my bad.
She used that degree. Oh no, it was worse than it was.
So I should have brought a whole bunch of Swiss Miss. I could have been selling them things $5 a package here. Right, they ran out of hot chocolate yesterday. They knew it. Yeah, no, they said the shipment didn't come in. I'm like, right. Right? Sell that $2 a piece? I don't think it costs $100. All right, here we are, hockey fans. The third and final period of the championship game, unless we go to overtime, which apparently happens a lot at this tournament.
Half the games.
Yep.
Over half the
Potsdam 3, Ontario Bay 2. Look at that handsome fella stretching out in front of his girlfriend. That's not on purpose, is it? Huh. Seems eerily quiet, doesn't it? So, hey, if you know anybody that likes hockey or anybody that, you know, like sport, tell them to tune in now. Give them a call. This third period, 17 minutes of exciting hockey is about to begin. One goal separates these two teams. The winner walks away champions of the coldest tournament I've been to. Lucas Myers. Jimmy Law. There's the faceoff. Myers wins, pulls this puck back. Carter Donnelly retreats back, picks this puck up, sends this out into the neutral zone, courtesy of Jimmy Law. Lucas Myers steals it, though. Lucas coming around, almost got tripped by Caleb Robert, gets checked by James Law. Recovers, gets that puck. Loose puck picked up, Carter Bartel. That's not Carter, that's Quinn McGarren. Now Carter Donnelly takes that away, sends it off the side of the net, and that gets cleared by Law. And that's an icing. That's an okay icing because Ontario Bay looked very discombobulated back there. They can make sure they got their correct guys. And we've got a few different people on there now, so let's try this. Connor DeMott facing off for Ontario Bay. Lucas Myers still in there for Potsdam. DeMott wins the draw, gets his puck over to Donnelly, who feeds Stephen Wheeler, who gives it to Quinn McGarren of the other team. Oh, stepping up though. Here comes Caleb O'Hagan. Shot goes just wide, goes back behind the net, and he sends Carter Bartel head first, and there's no penalty. Yeah. There should be a penalty for that. The shot misses. That's cleared to the side by Carter Donnelly. Gamble gets this out into the neutral zone where it's picked up by Lucas. Oh, stolen! Stephen Wheeler coming in. Wheeler, shot, goal! Stephen Wheeler! Right place, right time! So instead of being short-handed, we got a goal. Absolutely. Ontario Bay goal scored by number 2, Stephen Wheeler. Unassisted. Time of the game-tying goal, 1:12 of the third period. And it's a new game here in Potsdam. Ryan Charleroi moving in, loses that puck. Corbin Willis almost took it with him. Coming back, Quinn McGarren. He gets wrapped up. Oh, man. If he got hooked anymore, he'd owe somebody a 20. Here comes, but we don't call those either. Here comes James Law. Puck comes back out, and Willis sends this puck back in deep. Somebody lost their twig. Owen Ames coming in with this puck. Ames fires. That goes wide off the corner. Charleroi not able to keep it in, but coming over is Michael Saber. He holds that in. Centering pass. Nothing doing. Goes behind the net. Quinn McGarren. Brandon Bernard in the corner. All tied up. Got Jimmy Law wrapped up. And Sam Newton's going in. Whoa! What is he doing to Sam's head? And there's the puck. Comes out with Caleb Robert, pushes this across. Corbin Willis is going to pick that puck up. Willis on the left side is going to go in front of Dalin. Winds up, shot goes high off the glass. Drops down, comes up on the near side. Picked up by Matthew Rockefeller. Rockefeller clears this out, picked up by LeDuc in the neutral zone. LeDuc to Dalin. Dalin one times it in softly. Rockefeller back to play it, puts this off the board. I don't know what those two are doing. Rockefeller, off of DeMott. DeMott turns the puck back. Owen Ames picks this up, fires this across to Michael Saber. Saber to Brandon Bernard. Bernard into the O-zone. Bernard sent against the boards, or towards the boards. Now he's skating behind the net, almost loses his puck in the trapezoid at the hash mark. Nice job by Caleb Ramus getting a piece of that stick, so we couldn't get that shot off. Pass over, Caden McGarren, shot, save, Aiden Terry. 13:37 remaining in this 3-3 game here in the third period. this championship game. Noah Hoteling returns to the ice to pick up his twig. That's expensive, Noah. You shouldn't leave it laying around. Clean your room. Here's the face-off won by Connor DeMott. Puck pass back up to him. Quinn McGarren picks it up in the neutral zone. Quinn loses that puck, and Stephen Wheeler almost stole it again. Puck sent down the line. In after it, Drew Aiken. Drew chases it down into the corner, sends it to the far corner. Ramus there first, pulls back to avoid the check. Ramus loses it, and picking that puck up is Potsdam. Pass up for Caden McGarren. McGarren moving towards the goal. He gets checked by DeMott. Puck sent up high, held by Tommy Niles. That's a cross check. Neither one of them looked. It's a cross check to the chin. Drew Aiken from the corner sends us up to the point. That gets fired back into the corner. Back behind the net, Tommy Niles loses it, and here's Connor Leduc sends this all the way down. That went off of Caden McGarren's stick, so no icing. Picked up by Kellen Durham. Durham challenged by DeMott, got a piece of it. Durham able to get this up into the neutral zone. Coming over to play it, though, is Andrew Gardner. Sending it across the ice, Tommy Niles passes it to Lucas Myers. Myers tried getting this up. That would be a hand pass, except it's going to get touched by Kellen Durham. Noah Hoteling picks that puck off. Now it's grabbed by Noah Verkstis, sends this behind the net. Lucas Myers sends this along the boards for Ja'Cory Johnson. He sends this all the way down. Quinn McGarren chasing after it. McGarren gets it around, and the shot, and a goal! Quinn McGarren. That was a sweet move he had, though, to get around Dylan. Well, so I don't know who passed that puck to Quinn. We'll see if we can find out. Oh, the one-timer by Dalin, save made by Burkham. Ja'Cory Johnson coming down, gets checked by Dalin, and Donnelly comes away with puck. Kicks it up for James Law. Donnelly doesn't have a stick. Puck gets sent around, goes off of Donnelly's stick. It's laying in the corner. Puck goes back to the corner. Centered by Michael Saber, gets blocked by Ontario Bay. Out into the neutral zone, James Law. So that Potsdam goal was scored by number 22, Quinn McGarren, assisted by number 15, Ja'Cory Johnson. 22 from 15, McGarren from Johnson. Time of the Potsdam Sandstoners goal, 5:15 of the third period. They lead 4-3. This puck passed off for Dalin. Here goes Cameron. And a goal! Cameron Dalin falls down while celebrating. Who passed him that puck? Face-off won by Potsdam. Caden McGarren moving up at the blue line. Forced wide right. Now going back behind the net. Has that puck poked away by Sam Newton. Up high. Shot fired. That goes back on goal. They gave it to Law. So on okay. So that's an Ontario Bay Storm goal scored by number 15, Cameron Dallin, assisted by number 8, James Law from 17. Sam Newton. Yeah, I just forgot Sam's name for a second. 15 from 8 from 17. Dallin from Law from Newton. Time of the Ontario Bay goal, 6:18 of the third period, and we're tied at 4. Leduc trying to free that puck off of Orion Charlebois. Charlebois not able to pass that back. Shot fired, save made, Aiden Terry. And he checked the backside as if he just got done eating Taco Bell and held on to that puck. Hoteling for the faceoff, sends this over to the boards for Leduc. Leduc trying to play this up, held in by Matthew Rockefeller. Back to Andrew Gardner. He's able to get it out, played back in by Tommy Niles. Leduc's got time. Now the time's over. Leduc passes this to Gardner. Gardner backhands it, can't get it out. Rockefeller sends it back in deep. This puck picked up by Chase LaSalle. LaSalle passes this to Gardner. Gardner feeds this out. He thought he had somebody breaking, but he did not. Noah Verch, this was just kind of figure skating around, doing a pirouette. I think if Noah tries a breakout like that again, we're going to put a toe pick on his skate. James Law in for the face-off. Uh-oh, a plot is being planned by Owen Lovely and Tommy Niles. But Ontario Bay wins the draw. Dallin gets around. Dallin trying to get away from Rockefeller. Shot. Yeah, it's a goal! It went in! Is he all right? No. Is he all right? No, I'm just making fun of the rest. Is he okay? So the goalie got absolutely blasted. And Olivia, if you're watching, that puck went into the goalie, and then the goalie went into net. They're helping him up. He's okay. He's a tough kid. All right, good job. I mean, the puck's still in the net.
Is he okay?
I hope he's all right.
Oh, they're hugging it out.
Well, Cameron flew into him, not because Cameron flew into him. It's because he was given a piggyback ride to this kid.
Is Olivia here? I thought I saw.
What's that?
Is she here, your daughter?
No, she was here earlier, and her and I were having a conversation about what if the goalie saves it, but you accidentally skate into the goalie and push him into the goal. Is it a goal? Well,
And then it just happened.
by the rules, I believe it is a goal. Because Cameron got pushed in by the other team.
They're not calling it a goal.
Why is that not a goal?
How's it not a
What's that? No, but he got pushed in by the Potsdam player, though. You can go back and watch it again. You can watch it again. So where's the penalty then? That should be a penalty then, right? Right. I mean, it's like the 93rd missed penalty on both sides, but...
Take him out.
Yeah, no, oh, come on. These refs have been missing penalties left and right. We've been hitting from behind. It's been terrible. Face-off won by Lucas Myers. Sends that around behind his goal. Stepping up, Colton Gamble. Myers picks this up behind the net. Caleb Robert tried putting a check on. Missed Meyer. Look around, sends this up, and comes out into the neutral zone. Carter Donnelly over to play that puck. That goes off the skate of Ja'Cory Johnson. Johnson reaching, cycles it back. Just couldn't get a step on it to get that shot off. Picking that puck up, Quinn McGarren. Now stealing that away, here's James Law, a 1-on-2. Dallin firing down on the right side. Law in deep, shot, save made by Peyton Burkham. Breakout pass is blocked by Dallin, sends this against the board. Dallin shuffles this into the corner. Lucas Myers picks it up. Myers coming around in the middle, over into the neutral zone. Lucas into the offensive end, pulls this back, takes that shot. Save made, Aiden Terry, and he covers that puck up. You know what? I'm going to have to go back and clip that and put it up as a reel, and we'll let the internet vote. Goal or no goal?
I don't think you got it on hit at all.
Caleb Raymond's shot misses, and that goes up into the netting.
Because when you said, like, when you looked over, you, like, actually turned it over there after.
Yo, I'm a terrible cameraman, I noticed.
Like, I don't think it's on there.
Yeah, the first one is push anybody in the mat, no matter what.
I thought it was going to be a penalty. Like that.
I would. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was a breakaway. Why isn't it a penalty shot?
Face-off won by Potsdam. Caden McGarren takes it back behind his net. Cycles it around into the corner to shake off Connor DeMott. Caden picking up speed now, cutting through the neutral zone. Caden a 1-on-4, 1-on-1. Caden to the mid. Oh, just not able to pull the trigger. That one, oh, it's on the side, and it's in. It's a goal. It's a goal. Well, it's okay to truck him into the net on that side. All right, so is it a goal or not?
Sounds like it's debatable.
I guess it's a goal. So did the kid that got the goal get the penalty? Oh, that's what it is, unsportsmanlike? Okay. Okay, so I don't know who scored the goal, but it is a Potsdam penalty on number 2, Caden McGarren, for unsportsmanlike conduct at 9:54. I couldn't see who scored the goal. So here's the face-off. It's a Ontario Bay power play.
He beat him.
Okay, so it is Potsdam Sandstoner goal scored by number 21, Brandon Bernard, assisted by number 2, Caden McGarren. Time of the goal, 9:54. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on number 2, Caden McGarren. 2-minute minor penalty, and it's an Ontario Bay power play. Cameron Dallin with that puck gives this to Jimmy Law. Law to Donnelly, back to Law. Law shot, save made. Rebound goes to Dallin. Dallin skates us up, switch places with Law, gets us to Donnelly, back to Dallin. Dallin, top of the slot, shot, save made. Oh, it's loose, comes back up high. Grabbed by Chase Lassell. Lassell dumps that puck in, goes all the way around for Dallin. Dallin tried giving this to Law. Oh, glove down by Donnelly, held in, pushed forward, picked up, and cleared by Brendan Bernard. Or Brandon Bernard, excuse me. Pass to Connor DeMott. DeMott at the blue line. Makes his way into the zone. 30 seconds remaining in the power play. Oh, DeMott just misses that left side. Oh. And Peyton Burkham kicked the net off when the puck got too close.
Dude, I don't understand, like, why. Like, if I was a goalie, I would just keep knocking it off because they.
Well, he is.
That's what I'm saying. Why doesn't it just keep happening more often? It's not. I thought it would delay a game if it's no play anywhere near it.
Well, I think it should be. Right.
Because obviously we're trying to pull off a power play. We just wasted 20 seconds.
Face-off goes to the corner, grabbed by Carter Bartel. Comes up to the point, Donnelly with it. Donnelly to LaSalle. LaSalle tries threading to kneel, like gets kicked away by Matthew Rockefeller. Dalin receives that pass from Law, and he tries feeding this to Donnelly. It gets tipped and knocked away, goes all the way down. There's 5 seconds to go in this. That was a good hip check. That was a good hip check. Lucas Myers coming into the offensive end. Goes back behind the net. Carter Donnelly over there, peppering at him. Jimmy Law coming over. Chase LaSalle sits down. LaSalle trying to get that puck away from Lucas. Puck comes out, turning and firing. Save made, Aiden Terry. Rebound still there. Lucas right there. It's got it by his skate. Tries to get a stick on it. Puck comes over for Ja'Cory Johnson. Johnson over on the side at the hash mark. Gives this back to Matthew Rockefeller. Rockefeller fans on that. DeMott gets that puck out. Hustling after it. Here comes Cameron. Shot. Save made.
Dude, he like totally like drug him down. He like drug him down from behind. His last party. It happened right in front of him.
Jimmy Law is getting untied from the net, stuck in there like Flipper. .419 remaining in this third period. Potsdam leads 5-4. Caleb Ramus taking the face-off. Wins this draw, pulls it back. Connor LeDuc feeds this along the boards to Stephen Wheeler. Wheeler puts this in deep. Ramus picks it up. Ramus around the back of the net. Feeds this along the boards for Corbin Willis. Willis not able to get that puck, though. Potsdam steals it. Stephen Wheeler attacking Drew Aiken. Aiken plays this back in the neutral zone to Michael Saber. Saber with this puck in his own end. Passes this over D to Tim White. White moves this up, and he gets checked by Stephen Wheeler. Connor LeDuc gets this back into the neutral zone, and this is the chippiness that we knew was going to develop as this game is unreffed. Ramus passes this to LeDuc. LeDuc at the blue line. LeDuc loses that puck. And that is iced by Potsdam. .327 remaining. 1 goal separates this game. Potsdam 5, Ontario Bay 4. And Peyton Burkham continuing to be the nice goalie, picking up the puck for the official. Here's the face-off, driven to the corner by Noah Hoteling. Set the round, but Colton Gamble not able to hold it in. That's offsides and blow it. All right. Gamble tried to pull it back out. You can't do that when you're off. No takebacks. Face-off one, Brandon Bernard pushes it forward, goes to Carter Donnelly. He lost it into the Potsdam zone. I thought that came out. Donnelly shot, save made. Rebound picked up by Potsdam. They're able to get this out into the neutral zone. Push forward, turn back. Burks just couldn't catch up to it. Caden McGarren goes in, brings that puck in, turns it over. Donnelly fires it out. Caught by Owen Ames in the neutral zone. Ames drifting back, getting things set up for Potsdam. Fires this across, stolen by Jimmy Law. Law into the O-zone. Oh, puck kicked away by Carter Bartel. And that is covered up by Peyton Burkham. Face-off will be to the right side of Burkham. Law taking the draw against Lucas Myers. Wins the face-off, pulls this back to Dalin, to Willis. Willis tries firing it back. It goes too high for Dalin. DeMott picks it up, knocked away from Connor. Now up over Law, and that gets by Connor LeDuc. A little play, Corbin Willis saves it, gives it to Law. Law breaks this over the blue line. Tries giving it to DeMott, doesn't have enough gusto on it though. Lucas Myers takes this puck away. Puts this off the boards, caught by LeDuc in the neutral zone. LeDuc can't get that to a teammate. It's fired in by Ja'Cory Johnson. Back to pick this up, Corbin Willis. Willis sends this along the boards. Not Dalin. Law gets this into the neutral zone, checked off of it. Ja'Cory Johnson takes that puck away, passes over for Quinn McGarren. Connor LeDuc falls over the blue line. James Law picks the puck up. Blue line's notorious for tripping players. Pass to Dalin. Dalin passes this across for LeDuc. Plays this off the board, shuffles it up, and it's taken away by Quinn McGarren. McGarren sends this up. Gardner with it. Gets us into the offensive end. Dalin back to Gardner. Shot! Oh! Save made. Burkham comes out in front. LeDuc shot blocked by Ja'Cory Johnson. DeMott trying to pass that back to LeDuc. Can't do it. Lucas Myers with the puck. Sends this off the boards for Ja'Cory. Ja'Cory coming in. Passes it back. Dalin there blocking Lucas Myers. Myers gets it. I can't believe they didn't call a high stick on that. He was close. Michael Saber, pass over to Caden McGarren. McGarren moving this puck up. McGarren weaving his way in. McGarren shot, save, Aiden Terry. Poked at by LeDuc. And taken by Noah Verts. This gets it into the neutral zone at least. This puck goes down to the Potsdam end. Hustling after it, Michael Saber. Verts this on him. Puck goes around. Noah Hoteling comes in from the neutral zone. Fans on that shot so much, I got a breeze. Oh, the referee blocks it for us. Shot by Gardner. Nice save by Burkham. Rebound on the far side. Lifted up, and that drops down. Chasing after it. Quinn McGarren. Is that Quinn or is that Lennon Dion? There it is. Oh, less than 30 seconds. Nice block. Empty net. Lucas Myers misses. 20 seconds to go. Get the puck! Law off the boards, 10 seconds. DeMott loses it, comes back. Donnelly waits, now he moves forward. Quinn has that puck and he's gonna keep it away, and that's the game. And the Potsdam Sandstoners win their tournament. What a game. I tell you, all 4 of these games were super exciting, mostly close, very close. So this game ends in a 5-4 victory for Potsdam as they defeat Ontario Bay in this championship game. The Potsdam Sandstoners come away as the champions. Yup. Ontario Bay, right? Yeah, we came in dead last now. Yep, almost won it, came in last. Thank you again to all of my sponsors. I got to pack up and get out of here. From Potsdam, I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day, make it a great day. Oh, that's right. Still last.